Does anyone know when 9/11 happened? Not the date, but like what time? 8:46. That's really good, dude. Whoa. Are you a part of it? That was a test. There's no joke. This has been a sting operation. We found Muhammad Al. He's passing as a Mexican guy. That would be funny. Just to try to slip in the crowd, they just go to like Pasadena. They're like, yo, it's crazy. This 9/11 thing was crazy, dog. It's just terrorists trying to blend in. That'd be a good TV show, huh? No? So how do you know that? You just retain that info? Yeah, 8:46 a.m. Which is crazy because that means they tried to time it for 9/11. 8:46, you know what I mean? They were probably like, look, it's a long shot, but if it happens, how fucking cool. You know, like, it's probably not gonna happen, you know, like, but let's try. Imagine if they hit the bullet, I mean, that'd be crazy. They're like, do a lap, hold on, we're gonna, hold on, just bite. Yeah, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, I'm gonna keep doing this whole show, you're like, he's still on it? I'm feeling the heat, and I'm in the dark. I'm facing the other way, and I'm nervous about this. Yeah, I think it's been tough. The conflict has been tough for white people. Everyone overlooks the plight of the white person during this conflict. It's been, because it's not clear cut, you know? They're like, can't I just post a brown square? It's tough, though, because everyone's getting shrapnel no matter what you do. And I feel like white people aren't used to that. They're used to just being on one of the good guys. Like, what's the good guy? Okay, cool. There's not that in this, really. Like, if you say nothing, people are like, fuck you. If you say ceasefire, people are like, fuck you. If you're pro-Israel, people are like, fuck you. If you're pro-Palestine, people are like, fuck you. It's almost like you have to come out as trans. And then people are like, oh, okay, all right, they're dealing with their own stuff right now. Okay, we got to give them a timeout. That's okay. They're out of the fight right now. That'll buy you some time. So if you're taking a lot of heat, just like come out. And they're like, okay, all right. Oh yeah, so I mentioned I'm on the apps and stuff. When you're on the apps, you find out where you are looks-wise pretty fast. It calibrates pretty quickly. You know, I'll always like switch my pictures up. Like that'll make a difference. I'm like a basketball coach. Like, once I get my starting five, everyone's gonna want to fuck me. Once I hit him with these series of pictures, I'm Brad Pitt. Yeah, you find out where you are in the pecking order. Like, I'm not so ugly that I don't get any matches, but I am so ugly that what I say definitely matters. I'm being judged word by word, line by line, with a fine-tooth comb. A hot guy never goes, why did I write that? A hot guy never, why did you write that? A hot guy can write anything. He can write, oh, sorry, I'm wiped. I was eating poop last night. And she'd be like, that's hilarious. Let's do drinks this week. Yeah, sounds good. Just gotta finish this poop and then I'll pick you up. Yeah, totes. Is poop good? Let me know. Yeah, I'll save you some. And I write hello with an exclamation point, and they're like, he likes me too much. Hey, she saves him in her phone as like Brad Poop. Just so I remember, Brad Hinge Poop. I think modern society has kind of conditioned women to like be attracted to like attributes in men that don't really like serve their best interest long term, you know? Like sometimes they'll be like, he likes me too much, this guy, or but then they're like, I like a guy who's dark and mysterious. But then flash forward a few years, he like walks out on the family. He was just being dark and mysterious. I gotta go get some cigarettes. Okay, yeah, get the cigarettes. The guy who was into you would be like, I wouldn't have done that. I would have stuck around. Oh, well. Oh, I just want to say, Hamas is hiding at my ex-girlfriend's house. So, I just want to put that out there. There's like tunnels and stuff. I've seen them, so I just almost decided to get my ex-girlfriend's house. It's just a good joke, guys. It's clean, it's efficient, it's topical. You know? You've tasted wine. People have tasted wine before. Is that a weird pivot? That's the weird thing about this show, is that it's like I'm diarrheaing ideas, so there's no flow into jokes. I'm just like Hamas, and I'm like, wine's weird. It's very stop and go. So I just noticed when you're tasting wine or you're having wine with someone, you can never say, this is gross. Or you can't say, I don't like this wine. You have to dance around it. People just say things about the wine like, oh, it's kind of dry. It's kind of dry, it's like a back of the palate. It's nutty. Because it's a cardinal sin to say you don't like it. It almost prepares you for liberal racism. You say everything but the thing. Like, no, I just want to know, you have your key card? I haven't seen you around the building is all. I love black people. I just haven't seen you in the building. So wine is a great prep course for liberal racism. My friend is black. I've never seen you at the pool. I paid an HOA. I'm looking out for the other units. I think it'd be weird if there was like a rapist afraid of getting COVID. You know, he does like N95. It's like, hey, fucking bitch. Yeah, don't breathe on me. Don't. Yeah, take your fucking clothes. Yeah, come on. What are you? It was hard if you were a hypochondriac rapist during COVID. Just you're in like a hazmat suit. It's a funny thought. It's it's a terrible thing, but I mean, as a cartoon, it's you can. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna open with that ever. You close with that. I'm Fallon. Dude, I'm Fallon. The one bathroom configuration I don't understand is sometimes you'll open up a door and there's a toilet and there's a urinal. Just have a toilet. Why the toilet urinal combo? You know what I do? Sometimes like I'll be taking a shit and I leave the door open. Because that's why they did that, right? So the guy will open the door and I'll be like, nah, it's cool. Like the urinal's free. I didn't want to take up the whole bathroom, but yeah, come on, bro, have at it. So what's your job? What are you, finance? Why didn't you lock the door? Because there's a urinal and there's a toilet. And I wasn't occupying both of them, dude. Any more questions? Columbo? Try that, fellas. Let's try to eliminate this bathroom configuration. Just shitting. Be like, no, it's all good, bro. You didn't make a mistake. I'm a sociopath. So platonic, you've heard platonic relationships and stuff. Like, how much was Plato getting friend-zoned where that became a term? Like, no one was fucking him so much. Everyone was like, we should just call it platonic. He has a toga. He's like, no, I like that we just talk. Oh, it's cool. No, I like our brain and stuff. Like, it's not all about sex. Whatever, Plato. You've heard the phrase, stop and smell the roses, right? I guess it's supposed to signal to you, like, okay, take a break in life, do some inventory, what's most important. You know what I think is a better phrase? Blood in your poop. Because that really makes you, that's better than stop and smell the roses. Because you're just living your life and you're just like, oh dear God. You start assessing, you're like, am I dying? You assess your life a little more than walking by roses. Blood in your poop, you're like, no. Oh, fuck. My life's over. Mom, I love you. Just call her. You ever have an unfamiliar poop? When you look at the bowl, you're like, this is... like it's like a body switch or something, like, ooze. Are you learning that I'm dying? You're like, go to the doctor, man. I'm trying to relate to you guys. Like, you guys know when you have blood in your stool. I don't gotta tell you. You know, it looks weird and stuff, and you're like, this cough won't go away. This guy knows what's up. You know what's weird about getting older is like, you don't feel older. You still feel like you're 17, 20. You ever be in the shower and just feels like you're washing your dad? You're like, why am I washing my dad? Why am I washing my dad's body? Did I transport into my dad? And I'm washing his balls? This is weird. I was in my car the other day, and so I get in, and there's this spider kind of like hanging there, and it's by the window. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna roll down the window and just like just blow it out. So I roll down the window, and the spider goes down. It was attached to the window, so he just went into the darkness of my car, and it's somewhere in my car now. It didn't go as planned, so I'm driving like this now. I don't feel safe in my car. I feel spiders on me. My life is ruined, is what I'm trying to say. I feel spiders even if there aren't. You ever see a guy in Starbucks just like, yeah, there's spiders? That's how it starts. Yeah, there's a spider in my car, so I'm selling my car if anybody wants to buy my car. Oh, okay. So this is just a story. I was at a cafe in Santa Monica with my brother. We're eating on the beach. And then there was this guy who was obviously on the spectrum a little bit. He was, that's not funny, that's just true. Spectrum, this guy's hilarious. So he was like maybe in his mid-20s, maybe 30. And so there was this woman, this older woman, eating lunch with her friend. And this guy on the spectrum walks over. They have a dog, you know? And I see the whole thing unfold. He walks up and he goes, I like your pooch. She's like, oh, thank you. And he goes, he barks a lot. And instead of doing the normal thing, which people would be like, oh, yeah, I guess so. Or yeah, I'll try to get him, you know? He barks a bit. She's wearing sunglasses, and she looks at him and she goes, how would you know? She picks a fight with this guy on the spectrum, and he doesn't know what to do. So he just walks back to the table with his mom. But it blew my mind that this woman is in a tax bracket. She can't recognize autism. How would you know? It's like she took her dog side over this guy. Ruffles doesn't bark. How would you know? He's being nice. Like, I like your pooch. Barks a lot. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm rich. We don't have autistic people at my parties. I don't love playing Frisbee because there's no natural end to it. Right? You're just with your buddy. All right, cool, yeah. And then you keep on doing it till one of you's like, all right, I'm gonna go in. Just one of you has to be a buzzkill and be like, yeah, I'm done throwing. There's no winning, there's no score. It's just, dude, what the fuck? Come on, man. What are you tracking down this Frisbee? And you go, I'm gonna go in. Can you make him be like, no, I'm not done. Fucking get back there. I'll tell you when we're done playing Frisbee. I'm winning. You're like, what? You're keeping score? I'm winning the Frisbee match. Oh, I was at a dog park, and they had a fake fire hydrant there for dogs to pee. I wonder if there's one smart dog who's like, you think I'm fucking stupid? You think just because it looks like a fire hydrant, I'm gonna pee on it? It's not connected to a water line. Nah, I'm not doing it. You think I'm fucking stupid? Just because it's shaped like a... My dog is Sebastian. So I think it's weird, you know, like when you go to school and stuff, there's always the short bus. Did you guys have the short bus? Where it was more like, you know, developmental kids are on there, and it's always the short bus, which I think is fucked up because it's just like a lesser version of the bus that we all rode. Just, that's kind of fucked up. You're signaling subliminally not cool things, you know? That's why I think schools should just bus those kids in limos. Because it would be way cooler, because then kids would be like, yo, Daniel, can I ride in the limo sometime? And he's like, oh no, I'll talk to some people. I'll pull some strings, see, it's pretty full right now. They become the cool kids, like, whoa, you're in a limo? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. There's a sunroof, sometimes I throw rocks from it. It's pretty... Let's take our shirt off, guys, come on, let's do it! My shows turn into orgies at the end for some reason. We're gonna fuck now. This would be a huge orgy. You ever think about that? Like, I'll be at a baseball game and I'm like, what if everyone just started fucking right now? Just to break the Guinness Book of World Records, just the whole stadium. Like, and one guy's like, we gotta time it together, everybody. Just to hear 20,000 people go, ah. I think if you're a helicopter pilot for the police, it's gotta be weird. Because you're a cop, but not really. Right? You're just hovering above crime all the time. You're just eating a donut, like, oh, it looks dicey down there. You're just always above, like a gang shootout, like, just eating a bagel. Like, oh. Be safe down there, guys. I'm a cop too. Do you think they ever want to be a part of the action? Like, they have a gun, they're like, I'm coming, motherfucker! They're protesting the police, like, fuck the police. You're like, I'm in the sky. I'm not even... I love black people, I'm just into helicopters. I feel like nothing is more pure than male friendship. Yeah? No response on that? Where's it going? So, this happened a couple days ago. I'm at the gym, and there's a dude over there, and I go, are you using these? And he goes, all yours, bro. All yours, bro. It seems like nothing, but I want to unpack that. Okay? He could have just said no, and that would have been fine. But he said, all yours, bro. So already, we're friends. He called me a bro, so he views me as a bro, which is awesome. You know? The first time meeting this guy, I'm a bro. And he goes, all yours. Like, he's excited for me. He's excited for this weightlifting journey I'm about to go on. Just so much in that all yours, bro, you know? It's not like women where they say they're happy for you and then they secretly wish your boyfriend cheats on you. Congrats on the promotion! And like, I hope Brad fucks some other chick. Oh yeah, so there's someone in my neighborhood who is bagging dog poop. They're bagging their dog's dog poop, but they're leaving it on the sidewalk. What is that? That's like a sociopath. That's sending a message. You've done the hard part. The hardest part is done. Picking up the poop, twisting it off, that was 90% of it. You're 99% of the way there. And instead of just putting it, he just leaves it there. It's like a serial killer. It's like, there should be a story arc on Dexter or something. Like the poop bag bandit is struck again. If someone shoots up my neighborhood, I'll be like, I know exactly who it is. Lift the prince. Lift the prince from the bag. He's like, how did you know? How did you? I know. It's just so weird to pick up your dog's poop, twist it off, and just... It's like a gross Hershey kiss in the sidewalk. Back in the poop. You don't even need a... You could just pick it up at least and just like chuck it into the bushes. That's a level below throwing it in the trash, just bagging it up. And then... It's gravity's problem now. Some guy drinking lemonade in his backyard, like, oh. What if it's the guy from Tinder who likes dog poop? Oh, sweet, free dog poop, nice. Hey, you're not gonna believe this, babe. Dog poop just landed in my lemonade. Oh, you know where I see the most masks nowadays? Whole Foods, right? That's like the epicenter of masks. It kind of makes sense, though. It's like super liberal, you know? Like, if you're shopping at Whole Foods, you're not like, you know, fags shouldn't get married. Right? Like, that guy doesn't shop at Whole Foods. He does all his shopping at a 76 station, that guy. Yeah, clothes, food. I bought a bunch of Snickers. That's my breakfast. I do Rolos for breakfast, Snickers for lunch, and then, I treat myself with the sweet tarts. You ever see those people that are just, like, dressed from, like, gas stations, just head to toe? Just like an eagle hat and like a race car shirt. I like all these things. I like birds, I like cars. Some products are doing too much. You ever be in the grocery store and just some of that, they're just doing too much. It'll be like for a cracker and it's like, now with 5 grams of protein. Why? Just be a cracker. Like, who gives a shit? Is there some like muscle bro like, oh, crackers got protein now? Oh shit, dude. I've been eating tuna fish, you know, I've been eating canned tuna all the time, but crackers got 5 grams of protein. Just at the gym, just with saltines. Like, my mouth is so dry, but I gotta get that protein in me. All these crackers. Do you think the Illuminati exists? Yeah? Anybody else? Yeah? I think it does. Because look at what we do just to get into frats. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally nothing, and they're wearing robes. And they're like, stick this pine cone into your asshole. If you want to live in this shitty mansion. That's zero power. And they're like, yes, boss. Tie a brick to my dick, I'll do anything. That's zero stakes, and that's what we do as humans. Imagine money and oil and all that stuff. Anything to live in this gross mansion. with my bros. Oh yeah, so I was on a plane. Sometimes when I'm on a plane, I really take it for granted. I don't really care I'm on a plane. But then if I have to go number 2 on the plane, I'm like, this is a modern marvel. You know what I mean? Because just sitting on a plane, who cares? But I just think about like when I'm taking a shit on a plane, I'm zipping through the sky at 3,000 miles. Like if that plane was see-through, how mind-fucking is that for someone on the ground? I'm just streaking across the sky, and I'm just taking a shit. Like, hello, people down there. Hello, people on Earth. Isn't technology grand? This is a question for like completely bald people. I always wonder how they shower. Like, do they do shampoo and just like do the sides? Do they break it up? You know, just like shampoo on the sides and then soap. Because that's skin, technically, right? Or do you go all shampoo? All shampoo? Or do you... Yeah, okay. I just want to know. It might fuck with your skin. Your doctor's like, were you using shampoo on your skin? You need to break it up. You need to use soap on the skin. Just use the shampoo for the sides. It just seems so funny just to be careful not to get it on the skin. Just... Babe, can you get my back? I don't want to get it on my skin. He gets on the skin and goes. Sometimes women fake it, right? That's a thing. They'll fake orgasms. And there's no reason for guys to fake it. I always hear it. But I think there is one instance where maybe it makes sense for a guy to fake it. I think if you're losing your boner, you might as well just pretend. Just be like, oh, fuck, oh, you feel so good, oh, sorry, I came so quick. Because premature ejaculator is better than just losing your boner for no reason. It's the lesser of two evils. Just, oh, you're so fucking hot, I came so quick, sorry. Instead of just losing your boner and no one wins, you're just like, sorry, that was fun wiggling for a bit. It was fun moving around with you for that time. It was a good workout, I guess. Yeah, I had fun. Did you have fun? Or, yeah. It's just better to be like, oh my god, oh, sorry. Also, if you come too quick as a guy, you can do this once, only once. You can be like, oh, sorry about that. Just, what do you do to me? You're so fucking hot. Oh, you just revved me up. I couldn't hold it in. But you can't do that for 5 times. Like, oh shit, no, you come quick. No, you're so fucking, It's what you do to me. I don't come quick. It's you, babe. This is too long of a story. I don't know if it'll work. I mean, it goes nowhere. It's like the dog thing, you know? It happened, but I don't know if it's funny or not. So I was shooting my special in Nashville, and me and the director were just eating at this restaurant. We're just talking, and then out of nowhere, this like older guy, he gets up and he yells as he walks out. He goes, "There's nuts in the quinoa frittata!" And he just leaves. That's all he says. And he bursts the doors open and leaves, and everyone just cranes their neck like, what happened? And it's just seared in my mind. There's nuts in the quinoa frittata. And it's really serious to him because he must have a nut allergy or something. So like he might be dying. He needs to get an EpiPen. But it's just such a funny... You can still laugh at it though. He said it like he was doing all of us a solid. Like he was Paul Revere or something. Like, there's nuts in the quinoa frittata! Like as soon as he said it, I'd be like, what the fuck? I just have an EpiPen, I'm like, oh! Everyone's vomiting. A guy just breaks through the window. He gets hit by a car. There's not in the quinoa frittata. I hope that guy is okay. It's just funny. There's nuts in the quinoa frittata. So my parents, they're from Afghanistan, and growing up, sometimes I would get made fun of occasionally. Like one time, someone called me a towel head. You laugh at the worst spots, dude. He's like, do you have his number? I love this. I want to hang out with this guy. The guy who called you a towel head, I love him. You laughed when I said the autism guy. He's like, it's a bad track record, man. Or he's just so supportive. He wants to laugh at the premise. We'll do that instead of, he's not a monster. He's supportive. He has orange slices for me after the show. Like, great job up there, man. Yeah, so I got called a towel head. Whoa, is everyone okay? Is a race war about to break out? Yeah, so I got called a towel head, but I had just gotten out of the shower and had a towel wrapped around my head, so that's on me, actually. I was like, you got lucky. How did you get in here? Also, when I was younger, I would get called 7-Eleven sometimes, which I don't understand as an insult. Like, oh, I'm a small business owner? Like, they don't understand that. Like, they're not employees. They fucking own the shit. So that's empowering, actually. I went into Guitar Center to kill some time. I feel like that's Sephora for men. You would just go into a Guitar Center. Like, yeah, if I get some new equipment, I'll be Motley Crue. That's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing. I just need a better guitar. That's why I'm not a fucking rock star. So Guitar Center, though, it's interesting because you just see a bunch of dudes noodling on instruments, just a guy on keyboards, like another guy, there's like 10 guys playing guitar. I want to go into Guitar Center one day and just form a band with who's there. I'm just like, you on guitar, you on guitar, you on guitar, you on guitar, you on drums, you on piano. And I'm their manager and we start touring and stuff, you know? We're not gonna be their lead singer. I'm like, we are Guitar Center. We're British for some reason. Like, you guys are terrible. I'm like, it's fucking punk rock, ain't it? Oh yeah, so Taylor Swift is huge, right? Actually, I was talking about this with Lisa in the back. The Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I think it's exciting because I feel like Taylor Swift is that much closer to dating black guys. He's the bridge. Like, she can't go full black. Like, she's so white, she needs a half step. Just to acclimate her body. It's like you can't come up to the surface when you're diving too fast. Travis Kelce, so she doesn't get the bends. It is weird, man. Like, I had a show in Seattle, and I'm trying to fill a comedy club of 150 people, and it's like it's hard. And then Taylor Swift is selling out a football stadium like 4 times. And you're like, okay, different lives. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, good for her, you know, it's awesome. So I feel like there's 2 types of women, you know. There's, is this dangerous territory? Yeah? This is comedy, I'm generalizing, but you know, broad strokes here. I think there's 2 types. There's some women who like new, expensive, fancy things. They go to Bloomingdale's and Neiman Marcus, they'll take your credit card. They don't even need you to be there, you know? They'll just go and spend the money, and you're hemorrhaging money. And then there's the other type of girl who goes to who thrifts, likes thrifting, and goes to vintage shops. And that's cheaper, but you have to be there. So what you save in money, you pay for it in time. So it's a trade-off, it's a wash. You can't not be there, you're gonna miss a lot of football games. Every Saturday and Sunday, because you're looking at dead people clothes. Like, oh, this is a good dead guy shirt, yeah. Oh yeah, I wonder what he did for a living, this dead guy shirt. Yeah, a lot of guys, they'll try to pick up chicks or find a girl at the club. I don't do that. I try to find a chick at TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx or Marshalls because they know the value of $1. You know what I mean? They don't know what Tulum is. They've never been to Tulum. They're not trying to get into Drake's birthday party. They stretch $1. I can peel off $40 and be like, get yourself something nice. Go wild in TJ Maxx. Stick with me. Stick with me, kid.